Hi everyone, welcome to our live stream. The first live stream of How Real Life Works,
Yeah. And first,
when we're going to do our own content. Previously we did something for YWCA, right? But
yes.
this time we want to do our own sort of original content just within our team. So it's me, Andre, and Annie, and we have Haley here for her first ever
Yeah.
live appearance. Hi Haley.
Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm
So
Haley.
Hello.
so so what are you expecting of this stream, Haley?
I want to say something.
Okay.
Like, I want to discuss more about this problem. I don't know what to say.
Okay, go on. Wait, what is the problem?
The problem of this topic, maybe.
Oh, the problem. Okay. So wait, what is the problem? Or you mean like just what we're going to be doing?
No?
Okay. Yeah, maybe let's just get started. So I'll try to explain to you how it works because I think maybe you haven't seen Tiermakers before.
Yes.
So here at the bottom you have a bunch of stuff that you can drag and drop onto this grid, which is the Tiermaker. And this is basically ranking whatever you want to rank. So in this stream, we're going to be ranking the jobs based on their stress level. And I think we'll probably put the most stressful ones at the top, which is the S tier. And then we can keep the chilled jobs at the bottom, as D.
Okay.
And that's basically it. So based on what we think, so we haven't worked I would say 100% of these jobs. Maybe something we'll find that we already worked and have personal experience with, but otherwise it will be
Like
just based
a
on our
clown.
assumption. Like a clown,
I
yes.
see there's a clown. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the scary clown from what is the movie? It.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get started. So, the first one I think it's a flight attendant, or how is
Yes.
it called? Flight
I think
crew.
it's a flight attendant. Yeah.
Flight attendant. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Haley, why don't you try to tell us what you think, where this should go? How stressful do you think is the role of a flight attendant, especially maybe now during COVID times?
I think it changed after COVID.
Ready?
Hmm?
Hello?
You're asking me, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying your name wrong or?
Yeah. You say Henny, so I just so confused about my name.
Okay. Wait, so Haley, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was saying Haley all the time. So Haley. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. So I think there's a lot of weird stuff in here, like many stuff that I don't know how to say the name,
Right.
how to call it in the right way. So
Yeah,
you know.
we'll start with the first one. So we'll take it from the top left. So this one is the flight attendant.
Flight attendants.
Yeah.
I don't really know the role of these jobs.
Okay.
I feel like after COVID, it is a little bit different. I think before people would think flight attendants they get to travel the world. It's a pretty simple job. But I think to me, that's almost like an A tier job. Because if you ever done any waitressing, you would know how difficult it is to deal with difficult customers or people working in a restaurant. But this is in the air. There's the safety issue. There's like other people, and plus on top of like all the stress. And I think it's A. It's between A and B to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would see it the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just yesterday I saw some video of some very rude guy being very asshole on the plane.
Yeah.
And one of the guys had to like really like, I think they maybe.
Is it the one that duct taped?
Yeah. That's
yeah.
a funny one.
Yeah.
Okay. So Helly.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, now you react. Good.
Do you need some practice with her name? What's
I
going
do,
on?
I do because it has been ingrained in my brain that it's
Oh,
Haley.
no.
So Haley.
Okay.
So A. Do you think it's okay to put it into A?
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Let's start with that. We can always
We
change
can
it.
always change it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think the way it is that once you start putting some things, then you try to put the other jobs in relation to the others. So now you can sort of compare.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that whatever is in S tier should be more stressful than what's in A tier and what's in B tier.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so now this one, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like dancing, but I don't think, to me, it doesn't look like a professional dancer. It's more like a party. I don't know what job this is.
I mean, it could be dancing because if you look at the rest of the job, there is nothing resembling of a dancer.
Okay.
So could be a backup dancer or just a dancer. I'm not really
Oh.
sure. Yeah.
Backup
It's
dancer.
like
right.
in a group situation, right?
Is there a job which is related to partying? Like a professional party guy? No?
Party crashers? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can just leave it for the rest.
Wait, what? So we're not rating that.
Well, I don't know what it is.
I mean, we could just decide, right? If it's
Okay.
a
Yes.
backup dancer.
All right, Haley, what do you think this is?
Backup dancer. I don't think it's a stressful job.
Oh.
I think it's
Yeah.
it's kind of simple. I
Wait,
guess.
actually, we have Bo on the chat, and she says it's people who are hired to fill the club. Is that a real job?
That's also possible, I think.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. But I mean, I agree though. I don't think it's a stressful job. I would say a
Okay.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's like a backup dancer, I get like performance is like stressful, but it's not as stressful as other jobs.
Yeah, but if you're filling the club and you get paid the drinks, maybe it's just like a free party. So
Makes it look like the clubs are popular.
yeah. So
Yeah, but
this-
that's not stressful. You just,
It's not.
that
Yeah.
thing- yeah.
Well, I'm actually
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
if
No,
we should
no,
put
no,
this
no.
into D because I don't know what would be
Yeah.
stressful about this.
All right. The eaters
Okay.
party.
Good. Coaching, Mr. Scott.
I would say C tier
Uh-huh.
or B tier.
It would
Like-
be B for me. Yeah.
Yeah, probably B.
Mhm.
B tier, because sometimes the topics you talk about in coaching could be quite stressful, and I think it's maybe similar to managing people somehow, like the stuff that people tell you, you can carry it out of to your private lives. So sometimes it could be stressful, but
Well,
not
well,
really stressful.
That's where I think it's the difference, and that's why I was even thinking of maybe putting it into C.
See?
Because I think as a manager, you are technically responsible for the people. As a coach, I think you still have a bigger distance from the person you're coaching. Or wait, I think Scott was explaining the difference between coach and consultant, right? The consultant does
Yeah.
the work.
But I mean, that's also, I don't really know if this coaching is just kind of like Scott, or is that an Olympic coach? That's a different story.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
those are like intense coaching,
I
and you
think there
take
are
it
some things
pretty
here.
close.
It says objectives. I don't know what this is. I cannot read it.
I can't read it. It's too
Yeah,
small.
it's too small.
Yeah. But I think
I
Okay.
would say it's more like a business coach.
I guess
Does that
then-
change anything? With the Olympic coach, yes. Like tennis coach, it's you're like in many cases you're like a father
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
a mother to your players. So that would
Yeah.
change things. But let's say it's a
Business coach?
Or I don't know, maybe to make it even more generic, let's say life coach.
Life coach?
The people who give advices.
Then I guess
I
probably
think it also depends on like how the people are really invested in their clients and how
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
mean,
how-
I mean, we assume they all have the best intention and they love their job, right? So
well with a lot of these coaching sessions that you can buy on the internet, there are so many and a lot of them are probably fake, so I'm looking at it from that perspective. So maybe
Alright.
we can put it as what did we say, C or B?
I think both of us said B.
Okay, B. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
put it as B.
I mean, we can
Okay.
change it probably.
Now, this grumpy guy,
I don't know
is
who
it a
that
politician?
is.
I think, wait, there was another one. There's this one. Is there like a president and this one is something else?
Where?
This, do you see it? This one on the far right, on the top. Standing next to the flags.
Yes. So that's a president or
Okay. We can say that's a president. So what is this guy?
I don't know what that guy is. He's a finance guy? Is there any finance guy? He looks to me like some angry
nothing
Wall
else.
Street person.
Oh yeah, Wall Street. Okay, let's go with Wall Street.
Yeah.
So Wall Street, I would maybe put that as S, if it's Wall Street.
Why? Why is that stressful?
Well, I think in general there's.
Wait, who is he in Wall Street though? Like just an usual investor kind of guy?
Maybe it could be fund manager.
Fund manager? Okay. Do you know what that is, Haley?
Oh, you said
No.
Haley. Haley.
Yeah?
Haley.
Haley? Yeah.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
Oh no, I said, do you know what a fund manager is?
No, fund manager.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Andre,
the job.
explain what's fund manager.
Manager is the person who collects money from rich people and then they
Okay.
invest on their behalf. And they take some
Okay,
fee
yeah.
based on that. Or maybe this could be like investment banker. I don't know. Let's say if you guys saw the movie Pretty Woman, maybe let's say this is Richard Gere. This is the
Pretty
uglier
Woman is a
version
very
of
old movie,
Richard
though.
Gere.
I thought you were gonna say something like The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, sorry. The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah. Harry, have
Pretty
you seen
Woman.
Wolf of Wall Street?
I don't really know it.
Oh, damn. How would we explain this to you? I don't even know if you have those type of guys in Vietnam who wear the super expensive suits.
Finance
and-
folks? Probably.
Probably, but maybe not in your province.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a S tier to me. To me, that's A tier probably.
To me,
Stressful.
it's
Definitely S.
yes. I mean, compared to flight attendant, absolutely. Especially if we consider these are people who invest their own money. You know, like dealing with all the ups and downs where you really are losing a lot of money in just a few seconds. Yes, I think it's one of the most stressful jobs. Especially compared to the flight attendant. Yes, I would put it on the top.
I don't know.
And you should take it take this as a word from a guy who lost $6,000.
$6,000?
When I started trading, my account was 10,000 and I lost 6,000 in the first two trades. Yeah, I wasn't very happy about it. So
I was gonna say because I guess I see it more from like a life and death situation. It's like it sucks to lose money, but I guess someone could die. I guess from
but
no
that's
money.
the thing. But that's like what makes people stressful, and losing money makes people stressful.
Yeah. Okay. Let's put it.
If you have that's more like a life risk job, because yes, you cannot lose your life unless you get super stressed. But this is about stress. So maybe you have jobs where you can really die, but people don't see it stressful when they're doing it. It's just like accidents can happen. And yeah. By the way, Bo says, if this guy is a fund manager, I will not invest my money. That's judging people based on looks, Bo.
It doesn't look trustworthy though.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put him into S.
S for now. Okay, cool.
Now, who is this lady? Is
librarian?
This a teacher? Oh yeah, I was thinking librarian too.
Yeah, librarian, right?
Yeah.
Librarian is totally chill. I think it's D tier. Yeah.
It's like you just sit there.
Yeah.
But what about the people who don't return the books? Isn't that stressful?
I mean, it's not her problem, right? Like she just charges the fine. What can she do about it?
Sure. Do librarians even exist these days?
Yes, they do. I actually met someone at a party and I was like, oh,
Really?
what do you do for work? And then she's like, I work at the library. And she wasn't technically like a librarian, but yeah,
Right.
similarly. But
Okay.
I think they do exist.
Wait, maybe. So, okay. So, Hell, you probably know a librarian, right? Or you can
Yeah,
imagine.
I know
Okay.
it.
You know one too?
Oh,
What?
no, I think she meant she knows the job.
Oh, okay. So, where would you put it?
It will be D or C, I guess.
Okay.
D, I guess.
So, we have this. What did we say this is?
The backup dancer and the people who fill up the clubs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, why don't you decide, Helly, where we put this? Is it C or D? And think about this job. Is it on the same level as this one, or do you think it's more stressful? I don't think it's more stressful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not.
Yes.
Right. And so, in relationship to this backup dancer or people who fill out the clubs, do you think librarian is more stressful or less stressful?
I think it's more stressful.
More stressful. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'll
it's
put
C,
it
I guess.
at the
Yeah.
front. No, I'll still keep it
Oh.
within D, but I'll put it in the front.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I do this so in case we need to reshuffle, like I already have these within the tiers, let's say, ordered.
System.
Wow.
Yeah, I have experience. Okay, the next one. I don't know if this is like a philosopher or scientist.
Archaeologist?
Oh yeah, you were saying archaeologist, but to me,
Yeah, I don't
this-
think. Yeah, I don't
think it's-
really know.
Bo, do you know who this is?
I think it's like scientist.
Scientist.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's when I look at the picture. I feel like it's Thomas Edison or one of these people.
One of these people.
But, yeah. So okay. So let's go with
Scientist?
the scientist. Yeah. It's like this. This very smart people. So do you think their job is stressful? Because I don't think so. To me, like these innovators, they just are the nerdy, introverted people who are at home all the time, and they just have these crazy ideas, and they write on the drawing boards, and one day they get out of their bathtub and they go around naked, running, shouting, "Eureka!" I found it. So I don't think that people like this, like who are scientists, maybe like in the past, because this picture is very old. In past, I don't think that these people would have sort of like a managers, like maybe now you have. So previously, I think these people were just like free to think on their own. And so I don't think they had any stress because.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of agree. I
okay.
mean, I don't know too much about scientists, but that picture does seem a bit dated. So I guess, but compared to a librarian, though, I mean,
Uh-huh.
they don't really have no one's kind of like pressing them to find the next electricity, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess that's a D. Is it more stressful than backup dancers?
Hallie, what do you
Probably.
think?
I think it's a tough one to decide.
Mhm.
Because for me, I think it's it also stressful because you want to really you want to realize the dream, and you just find a lot of ways, think a lot of ideas to make your dream come true. Like
Mhm.
so, I think it also a bit stressful.
Okay. So where would you put it?
I guess C.
C.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's put it to C. We have another person in the chat.
Hi.
Tenatex.
Hello.
I was wondering if this is Terrence. But
Probably. Vaccine researcher.
what about the
that's
vaccine research?
that's very stressful. Yeah, but that kind of has a good point, though. I guess it depends on what they're supposed to find, right? That could be
Yeah.
stressful.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if you, I think, yeah, vaccine researcher, I think there would be a different picture. It's like people in a lab coats.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
Yeah.
Is this like a reporter, interviewer?
I think the next one's probably a news reporter because she's holding a mic and she's interviewing someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think to me that's on the similar level as a coach, because
Uh-huh.
you're kind of live. It's a little bit stressful, and you, depending on the topic you talk about, could be sensitive,
Right.
could be stressful. So it's B, but I don't think it's as stressful as being a flight attendant because no one's
Okay.
life is a risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know what Haley thinks.
Wow. I think it's also stressful in some ways.
Uh-huh.
Like you need to, you need to, like everyone is look at you, like they want you to do the good things. I think that is just the thing that's make this job is stressful.
Yes, I actually agree with you because I was initially thinking that it's probably somewhere on the A level, because especially like when Annie, you said that it's live, I think the whole thing with live gives it more stress, like when
Are
when
you stressed
forget
now? We are
something.
live right now.
No, I'm not stressed. I'm
Yeah.
eating. I'm pretty cool. So
Okay.
Okay.
I had very low expectations of this stream, so that's why it's good. I just want to have fun. So yeah, so I would put it into A.
Okay.
So you said
Okay.
B, Annie, but what about you, Hallie? Do you think A is good for this?
Yeah, A is good.
Okay.
Okay.
A it is.
And compared to the flight attendant, do you think it's more stressful or less?
To me, it's less because I know a lot of flight attendants. So I
Oh,
guess I know more
right.
about their jobs. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Next one is Gangnam Style. How stressful
Is
do you
it like
think?
pop stars?
Yeah.
A pop stars? I think it's very stressful.
Yes.
I don't even know if
Yeah.
it's. I think it's on the A level.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I don't think it's as stressful as a fund manager, but maybe because fame and everything, it's kind of extreme.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because
Okay,
there's a lot of dark stuff in the pop star circle, I think.
Yeah. What does the
Yeah.
younger generation think?
Yeah, I think it's really stressful. Like you have a lot of your private information, like you cannot keep it.
Yeah.
Everyone will know what you are doing. Like when you go to the street, everyone will look at you, and yeah, and I think it's stressful
Yeah.
and weird.
And what? Weird?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you guys put it into S or A?
I guess
I think
S.
S.
Yeah. I don't know if it's as stressful as the fund manager, but kind of maybe. So probably S.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So put it behind. Okay. Next one. Fisherman. Or fisher women. Or
I
fisher
think it's pretty chill.
Yeah.
No? Like I don't think we need to debate too much about this.
I
say
think it's based on how you look at it, because if you do it as a hobby, then yes. But if you have to do it as a job,
but that looks like someone's fishing in the river. Yeah, it looks pretty chill.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So that's a D, right?
Yeah, it's D for sure.
Is it? Do we put it at the all the way until the end because it's just you and the nature and the fishes?
Yeah.
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 All right. Okay.
Police.
Haley.
I think.
Let's start with Haley. Police. Where do you think police is?
Police. Well, I think it's really stressful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to make a decision between like victims and the crime.
Right.
Yes, I think that's it.
So do you think it depends on what kind of police? Based on this image, we can, I don't know, deduct that it's the police people who go into the action where there's shooting because they're wearing vest. There's also probably some police that have more of a
Admin work.
type of job. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
they'll-
like SWAT team.
Yeah. I was thinking the same. So yes. So how do we account for maybe let's say they're training. Technically, all of the people could get trained, right? How to deal with stress. So maybe that's a bad point. So do we put this into S? Because this is where I guess every time you go into action, you're also thinking if you're going to come back alive.
Yeah. Probably S for me. I think more than the fund manager.
Yeah. Okay. Helly?
Yes, I think it will be S.
Okay.
And yeah.
And?
And it's more stressful than the fund manager.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Next one.
Preacher. Priest.
What is the difference? I don't know what is preacher.
No, I just
Is there a difference?
probably mispronounced, but
Okay.
preacher, priest. Seems like C for me. It's not as stressful, I would say, but it's also not totally stress-free because they're facing a big crowd. They have some kind of expectation, but I don't think it's stressful because it should be priests are usually pretty calm, right? So just think about God.
Would you actually consider priests to be the old school coaches in a sense?
Kind of.
Based on the movies where you go into the booth and you confess your sins.
That's yeah. I would say C tier though.
Yeah. Helly?
Yeah, I think it's I think I agree with Annie.
Yeah. C, right?
Yes.
All right.
Before or after?
Probably before though.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Next one, I think this is architect. Helly?
Well, I think it'll be A or B.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it's the like you have to meet the needs of your customer,
right?
Things like that. And I think it's stressful because sometimes you want to do this, but the customer wants to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think it's also, it might be B because to me it's the I guess it's a big thing that you're designing. So if you make a mistake, then you cannot really, it's not easily to be fixed, I would say. It's like a big project. So I would say somewhere along B, probably more stressful than coaching.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who this illustration is.
Sales lady? That looks like a sales lady to me. But
I wouldn't think it's a sales lady if she's stuck behind a computer.
Or is that because she seems like she just made a really nice sale and she's like, yeah.
Wait, okay. You need to explain this stereotype. Why do you think it's sales? Just because she's wearing a shirt?
She looks like in a business setting. So
what makes her look like a business setting? Like, look at the chair. The chair looks like it's the cheapest chair that the company could afford.
Well,
she's behind
maybe
the
it's
computer.
a cheap company. Yeah.
I would say it's maybe like, I was first of all thinking customer support, but she would probably
she has no headset. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so then I was thinking maybe if it's an assistant, or is there a type of a job which you call like the typical desk job?
Office
like
person.
Office person, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So many people work in the office.
Do we have any salesperson otherwise here?
I don't think there's other
no.
salespeople.
Law firm secretary. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, she looks like Meghan Markle from Suits, right?
Law firm secretary. Yeah, secretary probably.
Secretary. Okay, let's go with that. So secretary or assistant. Is there a difference between secretary and assistant?
No, I don't think so.
So let's go with that.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Helly?
It's a hard one to
it depends on the boss, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, but anyway, it just made me think about women in Vietnam. Like when they go to work, they have to do a lot of job at home. Like they have to think about their child, a lot of things like this. So I think it's also stressful. Stressful because of the family. Like
You mean because they have to provide for the family?
yeah,
Right.
they have to do a lot of jobs at the same time. So they have to think
Right.
about their family, thing like that. So I think it's stressful in some way.
I think you're localizing this person a lot. I will explain it to you later what that means. Yeah, but I think you shouldn't look at this like this is the Vietnam mom that has three different jobs to provide her family, because technically you can think that the Vietnam lady could be doing any of those jobs, right? Fund manager, secretary in the evening.
What do you mean by that?
Well, person in Vietnam could be doing any of these jobs, right?
I guess so.
Right.
I don't really know.
Because you said that she's working 3 jobs, right? So if this is one of the jobs, then any of these jobs could be the other 2 jobs.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
So let's think about just this is a assistant or secretary to someone.
Okay.
I think probably also B tier. Somewhat stressful because you get pressure from your boss, but not as stressful as like a person who's going live or not secretary, flight attendant. So I think B tier probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, and I would put it maybe at the front.
Yeah.
Well, you guys mentioned that for the architect, they're dealing with their clients, which is true, but I think that sometimes dealing with clients is easier than dealing with bosses and managers.
Yeah, that's it.
Especially if you're like a good architect, maybe you just pre-select your client before, once you have your reputation.
Yeah, true.
But this you're just like part of the
Can I escape?
Workforce. Yeah. 9 to 5. All right, next one. Here we have
That's the vaccine researcher.
Yeah.
Vaccine researcher. Here we go.
Let's be specific. That's COVID vaccine researcher.
Probably S. To me, that's very stressful. The world is waiting. Yeah. It's probably really stressful. If you want to have it as COVID vaccine researcher, then definitely more than the fund manager guy. I don't know if it's more stressful than police though. Probably not. Yeah. So that's where I'll put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually don't agree.
Okay.
Right. I don't think that for them, COVID or not COVID, it's any special. I think for them it's just really just the regular job.
Right.
I did. Well, actually, one of my friends from Hungary, she was working on COVID vaccine, I think for Pfizer or someone. I don't know.
In the lab?
She was a researcher. She did quit the company in the end, but it's not because of COVID. Okay, it's not because of COVID or anything like that. It's because it was not something that she wanted to do deeply inside of her. So I don't think that. I think it's mostly because we are so disconnected. Like we know shit about this job that we think that once COVID is like suddenly it's like 24/7. I think I would even say that the developers or people who work on games as developers, they probably have more crunch time than researchers, I would say. Maybe they're working more or something because it's a race for the company to be the first one to come up with the vaccine. But I don't think it's any different from other crunch time or like when our fellow project managers at a certain LSP were.
I feel like it's
You You mean it's like
I
a
don't
bigger
know. I think
responsibility?
to me, yeah, because it's different, right? Because if you don't
Mm,
deliver a
true.
game, no one's gonna die. But if you kind of cannot find the cure
Mm-hmm.
for the vaccine, it's like you see how bad the world is, and you
True.
kind of wanna race and get it done really quick. But at the same time, you can't really get it done really quick and make a mistake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because you can make a typo in a game or like whatever thing you shipped out, like that's fine. But if you mess the vaccine up, it's gonna make the situation worse. So,
Yeah, that's a good point. That maybe
yeah,
trying to hard things will make things worse.
yeah.
So yeah, so that actually I would still probably stick to my opinion that I don't think that COVID or not COVID changed much for them, because like you mentioned, they probably have their procedures that they need to follow.
Yeah, but that's the same, right? Anything with a deadline, you get pressured. So imagine they try to follow their procedure and everyone's like, where's that vaccine at? And then they get pressured. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
That's
think
very
so too.
stressful to me. Just thinking about it, I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
you want it in S, or can we put it in A?
I think it's S. It's definitely S for me.
Helly?
Yeah, I think you're also in S.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't agree, so at least I will put it at the end.
I mean, it's definitely more stressful than pop stars, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely don't agree with that.
What?
No
Why?
way. Pop star?
Yeah.
It depends on where you are in your career.
Okay, that's true. If you're talking about low-end pop stars, hey, that's the Psy, that's Gangnam Style, dude. He's like at the top of the tier.
But that's what
So,
I'm thinking, because I think that okay, so I think the most stressful is probably for the people who suddenly came to big fame, but the people
like
who are
viral?
already famous for a long time, they are like the researchers. For them, it's standard. Paparazzi, not they just go on with their lives. They don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
So
I still think
anyway,
it's more stressful, but let's move on. Then we have the paparazzis.
yeah.
They're right there
Yeah.
next. Yeah. If
But
paparazzi,
is it actually
it's
supposed? Oh yeah, here we have a normal
yeah.
photograph. Okay, okay. Ellie, what do you think about paparazzi?
Well, paparazzi, I think it's not really stressful, but it's dangerous. Yeah,
Because you can get slapped by Kim Kardashian.
I guess so. So I think it'll be B or C, I guess.
C, on the level of priests.
Yeah, I think it's more stressful than scientists in some ways.
Okay. Well, Annie, what do you think?
I think it's more stressful than that. I would say probably even low end A and high tier B. Because it's like you paparazzi, you if you're a paparazzi, you need to follow people all day. It's not a job like no one likes you. Like that's the top part, right? No one likes you. You're pressured by your place to get like these juicy photos.
Yeah.
And you can always get beaten by your competition. So it's like it's like a really bad job. Yeah, say it's quite stressful.
I agree. I would also put it into A, and maybe it's because I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5. I think there were some missions where you when you were helping a paparazzi, and it didn't seem like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and some paparazzis
it involved
are
a lot of shooting.
Yeah, and then the paparazzi are also very dangerous, right? Like you said, so
Like they are dangerous?
yeah, because like in order to get the photo, like it could get really intense and like
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
So probably A.
I'll put it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's a paparazzi now that I look at it. It kind of looks more like a detective.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because it looks like
He's in a car.
What's the private PI? It's like a PI, like people who investigate like wedding affairs and stuff. I think it's more like that instead of a paparazzi, but I
Wait,
could be wrong.
so
but
do we want to have another discussion about PI or do we just keep it?
I think we just keep it, I guess.
Yeah,
But
there's still a lot of
yeah,
jobs to cover.
clowns. Oh God.
Let's go with clowns.
I
I would
think
put this into C somewhere.
yeah, somewhere in C definitely. I don't think it's really stressful. It's probably just I mean, unless you're the Joker, then it's really stressful.
Yeah.
But
being a clown in New York or what's
yeah, in a
Arkham
sad
City.
world. In a sad world. Yeah.
So Helly, maybe you have the you're the
Wait, is
closest.
clowns? I want to know, is clowns popular in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Popular in Vietnam? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Have you ever seen one in Vietnam? Because I've like in Taiwan, it's so rare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they used to. I mean, they often stay near school to they can keep some of the candy or something and to attract children to come and buy it.
That's so scary. Keep candies and
But
attract children to come.
But in Vietnam, it's such a way to to attract people and to
Right.
make fun with people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We have balloons most of the time that they'll put some like special balloons and give it to kids. But yeah, I don't think it's as stressful. Probably C tier.
Yeah.
Less stressful than scientists.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, now we have the Mr. President. Oh no. I think this is quite stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very stressful. No one likes you again. No one likes the president. Everything, any tiny thing that happens bad to a country is like,
Yeah.
this president sucks. Yeah, so quite stressful. Yeah. Is it as stressful as being a police, you think? Like a SWAT team person?
No, I wouldn't say.
Hmm.
I think that the people who are the regular police force, they're just one of many. And they maybe have to learn to deal with the stress on their own, while the president, you have like the whole gang around you protecting you and everything. So I think this is the being a regular police guy is like less forgiving. So yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like being a president is really lonely unless you talk to other presidents, because no one really
That's
can
why you
understand.
have the first lady.
Yeah, I mean, the first lady is also not a president, right? Because you cannot really, no one can really understand what you're
Dealing with.
Yeah, and sometimes your choices
Right.
maybe like even your advisors, they don't agree with it, but you are
Right.
the president, I guess. So heavy lies the crown. I think
Hmm.
it might be more stressful. It might not be life and death, but it could be like their decision could lead to a lot of deaths, like wars and stuff like that. So I think it's quite stressful. Probably I'll put it as a top of S tier. But yeah.
Okay. I would put it between the fund manager and Gangnam
Police?
Style.
Gangnam Style? No, it's
Yeah.
definitely more stressful than the fund manager. I don't think fund manager would be more stressful than being a president.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think
money.
so too.
Yeah, it's just money. Presidents are like dealing with life and death. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it's top of the S tier. Yeah.
Like before police?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you said it. So Helly, what do you think? Because I think police is more stressful.
Really, I think president is much more stressful. Like you have to deal with many people.
Yeah, like at least with the police, bad people most of the time, right? It's it. But president is like so many things tangled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is also
one.
a stressful one.
Yeah,
Surgeon.
I think this is a surgeon. Because
Yeah,
we
it's a
have
surgeon.
doctor here.
I also think this is quite stressful. It's probably somewhere around S tier as well. I don't know if I would
Police and
put it.
fund?
I don't know if it's more stressful than a police. Probably it is, because a police is like you're stressed because you want to catch the bad guy, you don't want to die, but the surgeon is like literally this person could die if you don't do it correctly. So, and you
Right.
gotta deal with the family, which is even worse. Yeah, I think to me it's more than police.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
More than police.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
got outvoted again because I don't think it's more than police.
Again? Why?
Yes. I think it depends on the people because, okay, I would say that most people, even though they wouldn't say it directly, they value their life more than the life of others.
True.
And so the policeman is, I don't know, sort of fighting for his life. Well, the surgeon, maybe sometimes you just get a body on the table, you have no relationship to them. And if you do many operations a year, to me, it turns into what the researcher is going through. It's just a job for you.
I disagree.
I think that when they do the operations, because they do so many, I think I would be maybe optimistic that they do more operations than the police have hits. So because they do more of that, it becomes more of a routine for them than for the police guys. Because the surgeon always technically works in the same environment with the same people, but with the police you go into different places fighting different bad guys, so it's always has that extra
Adrenaline.
surprise. Yeah, so that's my thoughts.
Hmm.
But you said you don't agree with something?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, I don't think it will get into routine where they kind of just feel like, oh, it's another heart surgery. Like, I think at least most of the people I know that works in healthcare are very compassionate and people that really care about other people. So in a way, it's almost like,
But that's about who you know, because like, for example, when we were doing the interview with Levana,
yeah,
if you're a physiotherapist, it's different because you have that place where you build that relationship with your patient.
yeah,
For surgeon, well, it depends on what kind of surgeon maybe you are. I don't know anything about it, but I assume there are people who, I don't know, maybe like, just going to refer to House MD because that's as close as I know. So what was his name? Wilson or something? You know, he was the cancer doctor.
hmm
So in that case, yes, I think for them, because you deal with the patients a lot, you try to help them, then you build a
Yeah.
relationship. And when you have to tell them that, I don't know, it's like nothing we can do, then yes, it's probably stressful. But I don't know,
Yeah.
I can imagine, like here, I imagine the person who just gets a file, maybe works in ER, and they bring someone and they just do their job.
I don't know. I feel like that's like you're comparing the very low end extreme cases to like where your imagination of a police fighting people is always very, very dangerous because it could just be a very simple job as well. So I think it's like two different spectrums that you're comparing. Yeah.
But we said that we treat it as the SWAT guy, right?
Yeah.
And I think their job mostly involves just going into action, no?
Yeah, but it could also be routine for them. Like same with like a fireman when they
True.
hear the fire thing, it could also be
True.
routine for them. Yeah.
True.
So
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So wait, do we change it or is it okay?
I think it's probably
okay, right?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think notary is very stressful. It's like a librarian equivalent to me, but that's just me. Yeah.
So are we sure that's what it means?
I think so.
Notary. Notaire. Is it French?
I think so again.
Yep. Helly, do you even know who is a notary? I don't know much about it.
Notary.
Yeah.
You know, it's the first time that I see that word.
I think I had to use a notary just once. Maybe Annie, do you know how to explain the job of a notary?
Isn't it someone who kind of what's it called? Like certify your documents?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, so let's say I'm trying to apply for like like an immigrant to Canada. I'm trying to apply it, and my documents, obviously official documents, might be in Chinese, right? So I need to translate it. But after I translate it, how do the Canadian government know if this translation is legit? Because I can just translate it myself. So
Right.
in this, I mean, it's a bad example because I guess in this way you would use like a certified translator, but you can also take it to notary and then they can kind of go through whatever and then prove the documents correct.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, but
Yeah. The only time I used the notary was when I had to, I don't know, I think somebody had to certify the copy of my ID
yeah,
that it was
like
legit.
maybe weddings. So if you get married
Yeah.
somewhere else and you come back, you need to certify the wedding, right? Somebody maybe have to check it.
I think it would be here.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Good.
not
So
very stressful.
it's going to be 8 p.m.
Yes.
Do we want to improve our process and maybe somehow speed it up? I don't know how.
Sure. I mean, we
Okay.
could do a little bit faster. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What is the next one? Like
chef.
Yeah, chef is B probably to me. Actually, C maybe. Let's get the
Yes,
pressure of the customer.
it'll be C.
C?
Yes.
Yeah,
C.
for sure.
Are you
Yeah.
are you sure?
Why?
C.
Why?
I
You
thought
think
that
it's
you would put it like below
B?
paparazzi. But I would
The
put it somewhere
chef?
here. Definitely not priest. How can you compare a
Really?
priest to a chef? Chef has like the responsibility for the whole kitchen, no? For the safety of the guests. The food, no?
I don't know. That to me is, oh shoot. I don't know. That to me is not very stressful. Like a chef is just,
Really?
yeah,
When I
that
when I think about Gordon
if
Ramsay,
anything becomes more routine, I think is cooking. Because you cook the same meal every day. You cook this lobster soup, you
but
cook this
that's but
steak
that's but that's the
so many
regular
times.
chefs. But if you are like the famous chefs, they always have to come up with new stuff, no?
No, not
No?
really. If you work in a popular place, you don't really come up with new stuff. You make your signature dish because that's what everyone came for. I don't know. At least my cousin works in a quite popular hotel in Taiwan and he's a
Mhm.
chef. I don't think he seems very stressed out. He's
Okay.
just like he can cook a steak without opening his eyes. Yeah. To
Right,
me it's not very stressful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hallie, what do you think quickly?
I agree with Annie. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next time I have to find someone who can support me. So see, but where?
See, probably I
Please
don't know,
tell me it's at least less than priest? What is wrong with you? Okay.
I guess so. I mean, unless you
Less?
cook your food really wrong, then you have to go out and face the customers. A priest is like facing everyone, like whatever they do,
Right.
people watching their moves. So yeah,
Okay.
I think it's C. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I would put it maybe at the start of B
Okay.
or end of A. Okay, next one. I don't know if this is supposed to be a hacker.
Yeah, it is a hacker, I think.
I think that's probably quite stressful.
Is it? I don't think
S
so.
or A. Well, you're doing illegal stuff.
But they're so good at it. I mean, they probably have multiple measures not to get caught. I don't know. To me, probably definitely more stressful than a chef, probably. So yeah, okay, maybe put it at low and B. Yeah.
No, I would put it A or S. Like you guys had so many. Okay, Hallie, what do you think?
How do I say? I think it's stressful in some house. Like you have to do a lot of things, like illegal jobs. Like
Right.
you may be, if police know what you are doing, so maybe you are in danger or something.
Yes. Yeah. Now
So
that you
it's
said
also
it, Huh? Sorry. Where would you put it?
B maybe. B.
B. Well, as you
Yes.
were saying that, I was thinking maybe S.
No, definitely not S.
What? Okay, so we have S, B, and C. So then we put it into
B.
Yeah.
dentist.
I think if anything is routine, probably is dentist
Yes.
compared to surgeon. So probably C.
Well, relative to these guys,
Yeah, I think
I
it's
would put
C.
it behind the chef.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe before the chef, because I guess if you like messed up
What?
people's tooth, they are right there. So you, you get like, I hate you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, doctor.
The doctor.
Haley.
I think it's such a stressful job because you have to rescue people, and you are responsible for people's life. So it's really stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Probably A, I would say A tier.
I
Or
think
would you
it
say
be
is S tier?
Yes.
I wouldn't put it to S. I would also
I
put
think
it
it's
to A.
A. I feel like there's so many doctors I saw. They were like,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
That's a
Maybe it's
problem
my
because-
bad experience with doctors. I do understand there's some good doctors out there, but there's so many that kind of just,
Yeah, meh.
yeah, routine and mad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
doctor.
A, I would put it
Probably before flight attendant though, or no?
before. No.
Wow.
Yeah, put it here. Okay. Now.
That's us being scarred by doctors. Sorry to the responsible doctors out there. Yeah.
Again, I don't know what this lady is. She's again in like
Question
is this a
mark. Maybe we
teacher?
skip it. Skip it. Skip it
Teacher?
for now. Oh, teacher. Yeah.
I don't
maybe.
see anyone
But
who
she's not
looks like a
teaching
teacher.
anyone. Yeah. Skip.
Well, maybe you just don't see the kids. But teacher is
Remote?
such a. Oh,
Like
this is a
a-
teacher. Hello.
Yeah.
So what is this? I don't know. Okay, skip.
Okay, skip.
Okay, bartender.
No, it's
Bartender.
not stressful. It's along with the club people. That's like, woo,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, probably.
But what about drunk people?
I mean, there's the security guard person take care
Is
of
it?
the drunk people, right?
Is it?
I mean, wait, that looks like a high-end bar. If you work at a
True.
very like iffy bar, then maybe it's a
Yeah.
little stressful. But that's a high-end bar. Yeah, he gets good tips. He's not stressful, I think.
Okay.
He gets the hot old milfs that come complain about their husband.
Yeah, he can.
Okay, so this would be,
D tier.
but where?
A lot before the club people who fill up the clubs, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shop clerk. Is it shop clerk? That's the right.
Yeah,
Like
I think it's
cashier
a
or-
clerk. Yeah, like a cashier person.
Okay.
Hmm.
I know that the job is not very rewarding. Probably not much fun for many people. But is it stressful? I don't think it is because technically you don't have that much interaction with the people. They just come to pay, unless you're doing like returns or something.
Refunds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's that stressful though.
Yeah. Maybe C
Yeah,
somewhere.
I think so too.
Yeah, see.
C. Okay, Helly,
Yeah.
where do I put it?
Yeah, I think it will C. Yes.
Yeah, but where?
After chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, after chef, yeah.
Okay. Farmer. Next one.
I don't think I don't know. Farmers sometimes get stressful because you can't control the weather and your
True.
livelihood depends on the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but is it as stressful as like maybe
I think it's not D.
it's
If
maybe
if I look at
C
the
or
top of our
B.
D,
Yeah, so
then
librarian's pretty
I
chill.
think yeah. Yeah, probably somewhere C.
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe more stressful than the scientist.
We have a scientist. Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Driver. Do we consider, based on the picture, that this is a fancy limousine
Yeah, I
chauffeur,
think
or
so.
this is an Uber driver?
That's the. I mean, okay, let's do more common, like Uber driver
Uber,
then.
okay.
Yeah, Uber driver.
Well, in that case, we would have to do a regular bartender.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, then let's stick to the picture, like limousine driver. I don't
Okay,
think it's very stressful. It's
Yeah, I
kind of
don't think
chill.
either. Yeah.
D.
D, I would put it at the top of D.
Yeah,
it's D.
similar to bartender to me. Yeah. What's
Okay.
the next one?
It says something about justice.
Oh, so
Is
lawyer?
this a judge? Do
Oh,
we have a lawyer separately or no?
no, there's no lawyer.
No. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So a lawyer? Lawyer
Okay,
is
let's do
also
lawyer.
quite
Ellie?
stressful, no?
Helly.
I think it's stressful. I used to watch a film about lawyer, and I think they have to they have to deal with clients, and
Right.
yes, and I think it's stressful. Stressful.
Okay, so where would you put it if it's stressful?
I think it'll be A.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
At the
Where would you put it within A?
At the top, maybe.
At the top? Annie, do you agree?
Uh-huh.
More stressful than flight attendant?
Maybe not, but somewhere close.
Yeah. I think it depends on who you're dealing with, but yeah, I'm okay with putting it there.
Yeah, because you
Okay.
have limited time, right, to solve the case, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Is this a web designer or web developer, something like that? Is there a difference between a
Yes.
designer and developer
Yes, there is, but I think that's, yeah,
when it comes to the stress levels?
maybe no. Designers may be less stressful than developers, but I think overall that's a C to me. Like all the devs I know, they're pretty chill. So,
Mhm.
yeah, like it's like you have at least ample time to work on the things you wanted to work on. So, should be
Really?
okay. Yeah. I don't know. That's my impression of a
Right.
web designer job. Yeah.
Helly, do you have any thoughts?
I think I agree with Annie.
Okay, so not that stressful. So C, right? But I would put it.
Probably between chef and dentist, or
Yeah, okay. Teacher. I think this can be quite stressful, at least in my experience.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's stressful. Because I also work as a teacher, like volunteer teacher, and I think it's so stressful. Like you have to find a way to make student understand, and it's so stressful.
Great. So we finally have something where we have
or find a way to let the students listen to you.
Yeah. So Helly, so since you are the teacher, where would you put yourself?
B, I guess, at the top of the B.
Not A, not A.
Yeah, not A.
Okay.
It's stressful, but it also chill. Like you can interact with children. Yes, it's funny.
Okay. So teacher and then hacker. Okay. So next, I don't know if this is maybe the sales guy or is it just like a manager?
Looks like a real estater, like he's showing the house. Right? Kind of.
Oh yeah, here is the judge. Do we have anyone? Yeah, that's a good, like
yeah, I think it's like a real estater who sells houses, right?
Yeah, okay,
which to me is not very, I mean, it is kind of stressful if they cannot make any sales. So maybe B tier, I would say. Because I know real estate agents, they don't have base salaries. Their money comes from the
Commission.
sales. So if you cannot sell any houses, then it gets really stressful, and it's not something easy to sell, right? So probably
Right.
B, I would say. More stressful than a secretary for sure. But I don't know if it's more stressful than a hacker. So somewhere in between there, I guess.
Yeah, to me, hacker is way above.
Yeah. So in between.
Helly, what do you think? People who
I
sell
think-
houses.
I think it's not stressful than hackers.
Hmm.
I think hackers is much more stressful. Like,
Oh, that's for sure. That's why it belongs way above. So I would put it here then. Okay, judge. This is a judge, right?
Yes,
She's
that's a
wearing that
judge.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
good. So judge versus lawyer. Let's start with that.
Judge. Judge makes the decision, right?
Does it? I don't know, because based on the American movies, it's the jury that makes the decision, no? Judge is there just to knock on the wood and allow
Well,
people to...
I guess that's the US, but the other countries,
I don't
there's
know
no
what
jury.
Taiwan's
Yeah.
law system.
No, there's no. I mean, there's like the dangerous cases where like judges are threatened and like,
True,
yeah,
yeah.
they're like, I guess you're under a lot of pressure to weighing on a case when it's kind of like death penalty cases.
Yeah,
You know? So
You're right.
yeah, I'd say it's more stressful than a
So,
than a
Then
lawyer.
S tier, right? Or do we put it on the top of A?
Maybe I think top of the A tier, I would say. Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
I don't
Okay.
think it's a S tier job. Yeah, it's top of the A tier.
Good. Okay, garbage collector. I don't see any much stress there. So I would put it to D.
Unless you're environmentalist, you're like, they didn't recycle again. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think it's. You just do your rounds, right? You do the rounds, drive
Yeah.
the trucks. So
But maybe
I
we
think
just
it's,
don't know much about it.
yeah.
We should invite someone who collects garbage to the podcast.
Yeah, it should be pretty chill. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I would put it. I would put bartender before this lady.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
And the garbage. Maybe here. Since you're not dealing with people.
Yeah, probably.
Next one, is this like a construction worker?
Construction worker, yes.
I think that's stressful.
Semi-stressful, but not a lot. I think it's C tier as well. It's dangerous sometimes to work on sites, but
Right.
yeah, I think C tier for me. But it's not
Helly, what do you
as
think?
stressful, I think.
Helly? Hello, Helly.
I forgot to turn on the microphone.
Oh,
Okay, so yes, I think it's stressful job.
Right.
I agree with Annie.
So just somewhere C, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But in relation to the other, where would you put it?
What do you think, Annie?
I think more than web developer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I don't know what this is. Is this a gardener?
Yes, that seems like a gardener.
Oops.
But that actually looks like a grape farmer as well. So I don't I don't really know. It's like duplicate. Okay, let's say gardener. Yeah.
I would say just where the farmer is.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Now this thing, I don't know if it's Bear Grylls or what is this?
I don't really know
What is
the
the
next...
job of the people who woodcutter?
Oh, carpenters?
No, carpenter there would have some furniture. This guy is out in the woods. The people who chop forests?
Seems pretty chill. Just chop trees. I don't know what's the name of the job, but it seems pretty chill. Yeah. I'm gonna try to find it.
Okay. Haley, what do you think? How stressful it is to chop trees down?
I think it's a chill job. Like it's not
Yeah.
really a cushy number.
Yeah, so it's somewhere D, right?
Yes, maybe at the end of the D.
Lumberjacks?
Lumberjack, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Dexter.
I saw tree surgeon and
Tree surgeon.
arborist, but yeah, lumberjacks.
Tree surgeon probably does something more
like
delicate.
fix the trees.
Fix the trees, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
but
put
lumberjacks.
this maybe here, whatever. Okay, photographer. Normal one. I would say it's... Well, if you think about photographer working for some Vogue or some magazine, maybe that's more stressful.
Yeah.
But not that stressful, I would say.
I think like
B
the
or C.
stress for them comes from within, right? Like to be able to capture what I want to. So maybe, yeah, I don't think it's as stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Top of
I
the
think
D
it'll
here.
be. I think maybe it'll be B or C.
Yeah, B or C, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But where? Well, it's... Well, I mean, like, construction worker, no way. Maybe here? I don't know, there are so many jobs
Yeah,
now.
too many jobs.
Okay. What's the name of the movie? Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner,
What?
Private Bodyguard.
Like bodyguard? Bodyguard is kind of stressful, right? You always be on the lookout.
Yes.
That to me is like low end A.
Low end.
Yeah. Wait, actually, no, maybe more.
Yeah. I would say it's
In between
S?
doctor and reporter for me. S?
reporter.
Is it an S? Yeah, actually, maybe. Yeah, maybe S, because it's like you don't know who's.
And you're not a lab person.
Yeah. So more than Gangnam Style. They're together with the
Yeah.
pop stars,
And
right?
also with the president.
Yeah, with the pop stars and the presidents. Yeah.
Okay,
Always gotta
put it
be
here.
on alert.
Okay. This thing, I have no idea what this is. It's like a mechanical engineer. They have the glasses.
Kind of.
I have no idea.
I can't really tell as well.
We just skip.
Yeah, skip.
Okay, skip. This guy, I don't know. He looks like a judge again.
Yeah.
He has that thing where you knock. No?
Yeah. Maybe also
Okay.
skip. Too many.
Good. HR.
similars. Yeah. Too many similar
Haley,
ones.
do you know what is HR?
HR
Yeah.
or chair.
What?
HR is human resources.
Yeah.
Human resources.
So people who hire people in companies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
And who cares about your well-being in the company.
Should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they should. Yeah. B to me is HR is just like any other office job to me. It's same as a secretary.
How do we have teacher higher than a hacker?
I don't know. You put it there.
I wanted to put hacker higher.
Okay, then swap hacker to the top.
Higher is
then.
illegal.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I just imagine all the hackers being really good, so they don't really care,
But you can say
and they
that
can't
about
be
any
caught.
job.
So it's like
Right.
there's no stress.
But-
Wait, I said higher in the B tier. Why you put it to S tier randomly?
What? Just you mean higher? Just
Yeah,
put
the
her
top of the B
before?
tier. Yeah, I don't think it's S tier. I
What?
don't know.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
want to delay this. Okay, so HR.
Okay. Probably just more stressful than a secretary, but I don't think it's more than that.
I would say
Yeah.
secretary. At least based on my experience, where the HR doesn't do much, I would say it's below secretary. I think secretary is more stressful than
Okay.
HR.
Okay. In between architects.
Well,
and
if I think
secretary.
about, I don't know, Cindy, who organizes events and those kind of things,
Right.
I would put it maybe at the end.
Okay.
Okay, Baker. Haley. Cannot hear you. Cannot hear you.
I'm sorry. I think it will be D. Yes.
Baker D, yeah, okay.
Still chill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make some bread.
Make some bread.
Yeah.
It's made me hungry.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I'll put it here. Okay. Next we
Nurses?
have more doctors. Skip.
Oh, I thought it was nurses.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, looks like
So
nurses.
Yeah.
so nurse versus doctors.
I think it's same level to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Nurse
so too.
is quite sometimes even more stressful, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next we have a sommelier. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, the person who is expert at wine.
Wine. No, I
think
don't
that's
think
very
it's stressful at
stressful.
all. No.
So next to the
Deep.
bartender, bye.
Dieter, yeah.
And
Dieter.
this- What?
I don't even think it's more stressful than the bartender, no? Because bartender gotta deal with people.
Yeah, I put him behind.
Yeah. I don't think it's yeah.
So next, I don't know how this is called. The people who deal with metal and those things.
Like
Metallurgist? That's how it would be called in my language.
is it forger? I don't really know. Yeah.
Well, but we know what these people do, right? Sort of.
It's like
we can
they
imagine.
do welding. So welder?
Yes,
I don't know. Is that a word?
guess.
Yeah, I guess it's a welder. Yeah.
Okay, so people who connect
Wait,
and
no.
bend metal.
Apparently welder is not that. Welding equipment. Yeah. So okay. Yes.
All right.
I would say maybe high less than a hacker, because sometimes like depends on what you
D?
weld. Yeah.
I would
Like
thought you were going
bridges.
to say high D or maybe C.
No, bridges. Like you could weld bridges and those are dangerous, no?
But if we stick to the picture, isn't this someone who works indoor?
Indoor? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess not as stressful. Yeah.
Okay, so where do I put it?
D?
I can put it C at the end of C.
Yeah, I think it's D if it's just like
D.
indoor welding.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably not dealing with anyone, so...
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Next one.
Olympians?
So do we say this as an athlete or runner or
I think it's Olympians. Like
Okay.
professional. Elite athlete.
Okay, let's do it like that. So, Helly, what do you think? Professional athletes. I think it's quite oh, sorry. I ask for your opinion and then I start talking.
Okay. I have no idea about this job.
No idea. Okay.
Yeah. It's a bit confusing.
You mean like you cannot imagine how stressful they are or what they actually do?
Yeah.
It's people who do sports for living. And they want to be on the top of the world.
If you see it in that way, I think it's really stressful. Maybe it would be A or S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think to me it's S tier.
Yeah, I would agree with you guys.
Yeah.
It's like Gangnam Style, no? Sort of. Technically, you're a celebrity within the sport, maybe in a way. Maybe not so much.
I think it's more stressful than that because it's like you kind of, if we're talking about Olympics, you represent your country, you know? It's like so many people's like pressure on you. It's quite
Mhm.
stressful, I would say.
But Olympics
Yeah.
is something that just happens once in 4 years. It's like,
Yeah, but
okay,
you see
there's
them once
Olympics.
every 4 years, but they train to be the representative of the country. So the stress is there whether or not it's the Olympics happening or not. So yeah, I would say quite stressful.
Okay,
More
but
than-
I'll actually put it here.
Okay.
Because I think that the superstars are dealing with stress more.
Than the
Often.
athletes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleaning lady. That to me
Mm,
is somewhere as D.
yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as
I'm
stressful.
dealing with maybe before librarian.
Yeah.
Tattoo artist.
Also not. I feel like all the tattoo artists are pretty chill. So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's like art, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
not as stressful.
So not as stressful.
Probably even behind the clubbing people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, next we have again the finance thing. I'll just skip it.
Okay.
Waiter, waitress. Helly, what do you think? We have a chef here, and we have a bartender here. Where would you put the waiter, waitress?
I think it's hard to decide. I think it is just the same level with the chef.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ellie?
Yeah.
I think it's more than the chef,
I agree.
at least, because you gotta face like angry customers and
Yeah.
then you need to ask the chef to hurry up, but you cannot make them angry at the same time. Yeah. I think to me it's almost like I think it's more than it's B actually to me,
Yes.
a waiter. Yeah.
Yes. I think it's more than coach, more than architect,
Yeah. Yeah.
more than secretary, more than real estate.
Yeah. The Friday night doing waitressing.
But not
oof.
as a hacker.
More than
Hacker
teacher?
should be- Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not as a hacker. Okay.
Okay.
Army.
That is pretty stressful as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Next to the
Yeah.
police and
Yeah.
be done with it.
Yeah, I think so. Streamers.
It's us.
I don't know. Like it's pretty chill, I guess. Yeah. I would say streaming is not as stressful.
Well, maybe it's because we're not doing it for a living, but
I feel like even if you're doing it as a living, it wouldn't be as I guess it's kind of like the fame part, like and it's also the same as like real estate agent. You don't sell houses, you don't really get
Right,
it. So you
right.
don't advance yourself, you don't compete, you don't make money. So I guess that's the stress. So I would put somewhere along real estate agent.
really, I would put it maybe C.
See?
Mm-hmm. I think real estate is more stressful.
Yeah.
I would think so. I don't know, but like if I think about rec pool, I told you,
Yeah.
like you get a lot of hateful comments.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can't take a vacation almost.
True, yeah.
Yeah, because real estate agent, they make a lot of money. They go on vacations and they come back, they still have a job. But
That's true.
streamers, you take a vacation, you come back, you sometimes don't have any
Okay,
more.
I put it behind the hacker. So this, I have no idea what this is.
That looks like also like a private security guard. So I don't know. Skip.
Okay, politician.
Politician. What do you mean politician?
Isn't that a job to be a politician?
That one? I thought that was like a university professor.
I think
Oh,
so too.
Yeah, university professor, right? Yeah.
I thought
It's
it's
like
like
mass hall teaching
the-
people stuff. Also, same as teacher to me. I don't think it's more stressful than that.
right. I would put it maybe less.
Professor? Less?
Yeah,
Hmm.
than a teacher.
Okay.
I have no idea. Oh, accountant. probably.
Yeah, accountant.
I don't think it's that stressful.
I think anything to do with numbers is stressful. Like if they
What?
make a mistake, like,
Mhm.
yeah, like calculating and catching people doing fraud or stuff, somewhat stressful, I would say.
I would say I would actually even put this next to the notary. To me, it's those kind of jobs.
Okay. I mean, my cousin was pretty stressed. She was an accountant, so maybe I am drawing for her experience, because especially like she couldn't get any vacation during like Lunar New Year time, because that's when everyone does the accounting, and you have also crunch time, and you also need to like work with the banks and make sure everything is there. It seemed quite stressful to me. Yeah, I don't know if it's like less
During
than the
one
clubbing
period
people.
of-
Yeah, I don't think so. And it's definitely more stressful, I
Right.
would say, than the scientist guy. Yeah. But
Okay, Hallie, where would you put it?
It's really hard to decide.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe it's the same level with scientists. Do you think that?
Yeah. Okay. Put it before.
I don't really know what's the last one. I can't
This one?
understand.
This
Yeah.
is shepherd. Is that the term, shepherd?
Is that even?
has
Oh,
sheep
okay,
behind
okay,
and a
okay. I
dog.
see it. I see it. Yeah.
So that's like
Pretty chill.
but not like a farmer. I think
Think
this
it's-
is more chill. So D
Yeah, definitely.
somewhere here.
Somewhere
the
around like
bakery.
baker, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty happy
Yay.
job.
We did
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
Oh,
we
this
skipped
is a vet.
Last one, a vet.
Vet. Yes.
Veterinarian. Also quite
Same as
stressful, I
doctor?
would say. Yeah, especially sometimes people value pets more than their babies.
True. True.
Yeah.
True.
So it's the same. Yeah.
All right. That's it.
So the president is the most stressful job?
Really?
I guess so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Surgeons? Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah. You're still debating hacker? You're still like,
Yeah, I was just thinking
Yeah.
hacker or president.
yeah, hacker.
So next thing, next to-do list, invite the president and invite a fisherman.
So is fisherman the most chill though? Out of all of this?
Well, if we just do it based on the picture,
Oh, I guess so.
then
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But if it's
Because I was
someone
gonna
who-
say Baker seems like way more chill than a fisherman. Yeah, but true. If it's just
Yeah.
based on the picture, then he didn't seem like serious about his job. Yeah.
But it's like if you have to do it for your living, then it's probably pretty stressful.
Yeah,
Then it
that's
would be
true.
same
Anything
like
you
farmer.
do it for a living, it's quite stressful. right?
Well, all of the jobs should be for a living, right?
Yeah.
There are jobs.
Unless you're financially free.
Yeah. Is there anything that I'm not super cool with other than the hacker? No, I think it's pretty good. Oh, the chef. Maybe I would put chef.
Higher?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But it's again based on the view. If you just look at the people who do the same things all the time. But I really don't know what kind of chefs those are who just like cooking the same things all the time. I don't think that's what being a chef is about, doing the same things all over again.
Well, they don't really cook at the higher level. They supervise the whole kitchen. They
run
they
it.
kind of
Yeah,
in
which
charge of
which
the
is-
final dish that goes out.
Yeah, which is actually basically dealing a lot with people, right?
Not
Maybe-
really, just the whole kitchen. Not
Well,
the
but-
customer. You don't
well-
never have to deal with the customer.
Well, the kitchen is made of people, right?
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Not the customers, but your team.
Mm.
But I guess my perspective is screwed up by watching a lot of Gordon Ramsay, so it's raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
That he makes it stressful. Yeah.
All right, good job.
All right. That's all we get for the
How
stressful
many did we do?
jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Any final words?
No.
Helly, which job would you like to do?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Bakery, so that you can go eat.
No, I want to be a teacher in the future.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're on the B tier. Oh.
Whoa. Yeah, but don't be a hacker.
Okay. Okay.
On a B tier. Hey, you're a streamer, so technically now you're more stressful than teacher. But I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
so. Yeah, I don't think so. Wait, oh, waitress. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want to train on stress level based on this chart, you can do waitressing and start train yourself to deal with stress. So maybe that's gonna make it easier when you become a teacher. Yeah. But
Yeah,
just
it's a good
think.
idea.
Yeah. Do any of the jobs above, but I don't actually think any of the jobs above can be done that easily.
I was just looking at it, like these all S are, well, I mean, flight attendant I think is the one where you can sort of get easily.
Not really. Well,
Not
at least
really.
not in Taiwan. Yeah.
Right.
You need to have enough language proficiency. You need to also meet a certain height in Taiwan
Height?
because you cannot reach the cabins on top. You
Oh,
need to be tall enough.
I
Yeah.
never thought of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's also the aesthetics part. Yeah, you need to look a certain
Mhm.
way to be a flight attendant in Taiwan, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. I'll stop the recording and I'll stop the stream and I'll let you guys go.
Nice.
Say
So-
goodbye to our colleagues.
Interesting. 58, 53 in the end.